If you're a YouTuber, you have built something incredible, but you've built it on a platform that you just don't control. So the big question is it built to last? Today, we're going to break down why the single most important thing you can do for your future is to build your own digital home base, your very own website. And this quote from 𝘁𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗃, man, it just gets right to the heart of that creator anxiety, right? You pour your soul into your content, but one random strike, a sudden policy change, or a tiny algorithm shift can put your entire business at risk. A website completely changes that game. It becomes your personal safety net.
This is such a brilliant way to think about it. Look at your social media channels as rented land. Yeah, you can build something absolutely beautiful there, but you're always a tenant. You have to follow the landlord's rules. But your own website? That's property you actually own. You are the landlord. You make the rules. It's your foundational asset.
So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to start with the problem itself, then we'll talk about the solution. After that, I'll walk you through the practical steps to actually lay the foundation and design your site, with no code at all. And finally, we'll wrap up by talking about what this all means for truly owning your future.
Okay, first step, the platform problem. Let's get really specific about the dangers of building your entire career, your entire business, on someone else's land. And look, these aren't just what-ifs. This is the reality for creators every single day. One bogus strike and your channel is paralyzed. One little algorithm tweak you didn't see coming and your views get slashed overnight. And here's the real knockout punch. The content you pour your life into, it isn't even truly yours. It lives on their servers, under their rules, which can change at any moment.
But all right, enough of the doom and gloom, because there is an incredibly powerful solution. So let's talk about your digital safety net and the real power that comes with true ownership.
A website is so much more than just some online page. It is your digital headquarters. It is the one place online where you have total, complete control over your content, over your audience, your data, even your brand deals. This is where you can build an email list that no algorithm can ever take away from you. And the most important part, no one can remove your content, but you.
All right, so you're probably convinced on the why, but now for the how. And I know the technical side can seem really intimidating, but believe me, it is simpler than it has ever been. Let's start with laying the foundation.
It honestly just boils down to these three simple building blocks. You need a domain name, you need some web hosting, and you need a free tool called WordPress. Let's just touch on each one really quick. First up, your domain name. This is simply your address on the internet. The best practice here is just to keep it consistent with your brand. So if your channel is CreatorStack, you try to get creatorstack.com. It's your digital identity. Simple as that. Next, you need a place to actually build, and that's web hosting. So if the domain is the address, hosting is the actual plot of land you're building on. And what's wild is how cheap this has become. We're talking about maybe the price of a cup of coffee a month. It's incredibly affordable. And finally, you install the engine that runs the whole thing, WordPress. It is completely free, and it is the amazing no-code platform that lets you build and manage your entire site without ever having to look at a single line of code. Okay, so the foundation is laid. Now for the fun part. How do you actually make it look professional? How do you bring your brand to life? This is where we get into designing without any code. And this is the moment where so many creators just get stuck. They ask this exact question, worried that they don't have the technical skills or, the artistic talent to build something that actually looks good. And the answer is a huge, resounding absolutely not. Seriously, the days of needing to be a web developer just to build a beautiful website are long, long gone. Today, it is all about simple, intuitive drag-and-drop tools. So here's the simple three-step play. First, you install something called a theme. Just think of it like the design blueprint. A great one is called Astra. Second, you add a page builder, which is your drag-and-drop tool. Elementor is one of the most popular ones out there. And then, here's the magic part. You can import a professionally designed pre-made template with a single click. Once that template is loaded, making it your own is just incredibly easy. You just click on anything you want to change, swap out the photos for your own, edit the text, update the colors to match your brand, link your social media profiles. It's all visual. No code is ever required. So let's bring all of this together. Getting past the technical and design stuff is one thing, but the strategic importance of this is what really matters. This is all about owning your future. Here's the bottom line. Without a website, your business is a sandcastle. It's beautiful, but it's vulnerable to the changing tides of those platform algorithms. With a website, you are building on solid rock. It is a stable asset that you and only you will ever control. And that leaves us with one final, really important question to think about.
When you look at all your hard work, everything you've poured your life into as a creator, you really have to ask yourself, is your digital business built on solid ground, or is it built on shifting sand?